And it's time for us to visit the mind, the cranial cavity, and the contents thereof. One Matt Archbold, who's a Creative Minority Report, poses some interesting questions. And I know one right off the bat, Matt, would be, now, are we pro-life warriors or terrorists?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Depends on what the word is.
I mean, if you're asking essentially all the powers that be and all the media and all our elites, yeah, we're kind of coming out the short end of that. But if you ask us, we're wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful articles all throughout the website, creativeminorityReport.com, but I'm really digging the last one because it's What's on the Mind of Matthew Archbold, Annunciation Radio, and a little plug there. Thank you very much for that.
You're very, very welcome.
Goes on to say, my favorite part of the week, Ron and Dave are so fabulous. I've never met two people like them.
And what about Tim? You forgot Tim.
And producer Tim. And that's at the end, yeah.
And parenthetically.
I like them almost as much as my wife. Well, I think that's just going too far.
Dave, you're writing on your computer screen again.
Well, there were, speaking of my wife, we had Valentine's Day, of course, just
on
a couple
Ash
of
Wednesday.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
On Ash Wednesday. So when my wife came and, essentially all the pressure is off because, she wants chocolate. No. Today's a fast day.
Yeah, thank you, Catholic Church.
It's so easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing the Lord's work here by being lazy on Valentine's Day, not getting you chocolate. The evil one wants you to have chocolate, honey. That's what I said.
I'm not participating with his plan, right?
Yeah, my wife woke up and said, Happy Valentine's Day, and I responded with Memento Mori. I feel like I got the upper hand there. We haven't spoken much since then, but still, I still feel like I won the exchange, and I think that's important in a marriage, don't you?
Oh, yeah, that's what it's all about, Matthew. Keep that going. Long as you're winning.
That's right. On our own scorecard.
Hope you have a comfortable couch. Yeah.
Exactly. Me and the dog. Exactly.
So are you attending the State of the Union?
No, I don't even plan to watch it.
Well, as a respected journalist, I would think you would have gotten an embossed invitation.
That's where you went wrong. That word right there, respected. I'm afraid I would be seen as one of those angry rural Christian nationalist, peaceful pro-lifers that are not very popular right now.
Another article that I was looking at on your website that really, look, we could almost say duh, but we've been waiting for this. Doctors admit link between transgender hormone therapy and cancer in leaked emails, but they don't bother to tell the patients.
Isn't that horrifying?
It is horrifying.
So essentially, the deal was, if your kid wants to change genders, they get met with by a staff psychiatrist for about 20 minutes to a half an hour, and then they say, yep, this kid needs this. That is insane. And then to put them on these hormone therapies that they know cause cancer. They know it. According to their emails, they know it, and they don't tell you anything about that. It's just it's the worst because it's all about profit and it's all about virtue signaling. They're taking the higher moral ground on this. How many times have you heard that? They say to the parent who's, usually the parent is so overwhelmed by all of this. They say, well, you could have a dead son or an alive daughter, and that's how they do it. And then a lot of parents just buckle, because they're being told by a professional that this is real. A professional, mind you, who's met the child for 20 minutes. I always love that parent-teacher night after 2 weeks of school. Like, this 25-year-old teacher is going to tell me something I don't know about my kid. After 2 weeks of knowing them, like, oh, your kid is lazy and kind of dumb. Yeah. That's why I sent him to school.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I failed completely. Now it's your turn. Good luck.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it
But
looks like. Go ahead.
It's really, really horrifying to think that they know this stuff and are hiding it. And and the sad thing is I'm picking this up from different sites, and I've looked and I've seen the letters. There's not even media in this country. I had to go to the UK Telegraph to find this story. That's not being publicized in this country, and it's terrible. It's a circle. They just each guard the other front of this, and they leave us out of it.
That, and obviously the story you covered earlier with the studies coming out of Finland that are showing that this is not helpful by any stretch of the imagination, and we're on that train all the way to the end. It looks like.
Yeah, we're in that handbasket, and we know where that goes.
Yeah, right.
And, that goes down that slippery slope. But that's the thing, they have profit. It has become their god, and it doesn't matter, and nothing else matters. What went on with all the vaccines and everything, that the studies weren't done on that at all.
Right.
But we're supposed to just believe everything, and if you raise an eyebrow, you're kicked off of social media, you're investigated by the intelligence agencies, you're banned, you're canceled. It's just it's really a shame that we've gotten to this.
Yeah, I'd like to say on behalf of you and I hope you don't mind if I speak for both of us. It would make the hair on our head stand up if that were possible.
Right.
Look at
Well,
those.
I have a hair on my back. I'm rotating my crops. You see, I hear that's healthy to do. You put it elsewhere, and then it's a healthy land. So I'm expecting sometime in my 60s it's going to come back.
There we go. Yes. In the meantime, you ought to see Dave's spiked eyebrows right now.
Right. There you go. Matthew, running out of time here, but I do want to ask you. You've covered enough of these election cycles to get a sense of what benefit we might get. Obviously, a lot of scary things going on. What's your best hope for this particular election cycle, particularly on the presidential side?
It's like when the Cowboys face the Patriots. I just don't know what to do. I just watch in horror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just keep praying at the end of this. Jesus opens up the clouds and says, "Hey, cut it out." And then everyone wakes up and starts praying and doing the right thing again.
Amen to that.
Good, yeah.
Join you on that.
Creative Minority Report. Check it out. It's Matthew Archbold. Thanks, Matt.
God bless.
Hi, this is